this summer. We saw it in St. Louis, Eastern Kentucky, now Dallas-Fort Worth. It's by far the most damage and the most loss of life in Eastern Kentucky, but that's really a byproduct of where the storms hit. In more of a rural area and not as developed and less infrastructure.
Absolutely, and I'll tell you this too, Steve. I mean, having grown up in Mississippi, and watching weather as a kid and all that business, here in late August, it's unusual to get that kind of rain in such a widespread fashion from basically northeast Texas all the way into Mississippi without it being a tropical system. This isn't a tropical system.
Right.
This is it's a more typical type of storm that you might find maybe in the springtime. But yeah, it has generated a lot of rain. Did so in the Dallas-Fort Worth area yesterday, and it continues to head right down I-20. Now, interestingly enough, the rain in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, aside from the fact that it was too much too quick, the rain wasn't a bad thing because they've been in an exceptional drought.
Right.
I mean, they went from...
They've had the similar summer that we've had.
They certainly have. The rain shut off the first week of June in the Dallas area. They didn't see another drop of rain for the rest of the month of June. They didn't see a measurable amount of rain during the month of July. It wasn't until about week 2 in August that they finally had some measurable rainfall. And of course, a couple of days ago, or a day and a half ago, is when all that rain just dumped on the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Again, looking at our drought monitor, you can see, again, this is going to be updated on Thursday, and there's probably going to be some improvement. But as it stands right now, exceptional drought conditions in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Now, this is a look at the last 48 hours radar estimated rainfall. And you can see here in north central Texas, pockets of 2-inch plus rains. And of course, certainly in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, you had pockets where it was a lot more than that, upwards of 9 to as much as 13 inches. Then it became more widespread across northeast Texas, across northern Louisiana, into west central Mississippi. Most of this area, and that is a lot of real estate, has seen at least 4 inches of rain. And in a lot of cases, over 6 inches of rain. And that's caused flooding not only yesterday, but it's caused flooding today across northern Louisiana into parts of southern Mississippi. Now, locally, it's a quiet scenario. Nothing has changed. We've still got surface high to the north. We've got the storm to the south. And areas in between, we've got this air funneling in from east to west, moving around these two features. But we're not seeing the flow come in out of the humid air mass located near the Gulf of Mexico. Our source region for our areas here in the Ohio Valley, where the air is pretty dry. So we've got this dry flow across the Ozarks, and that is keeping rain away, and it's also making for a very comfortable pattern here for late August. Comfortable in the standpoint of humidity levels remaining pretty low. Let's take a look at the forecast. Overnight tonight, starry skies, quiet night, quiet day tomorrow. If you're kind of wondering, well, what exactly is the day going to look like? Well, if you were outside today, that's what tomorrow's going to look like. It's going to start sunny. Clouds will bubble up by late morning, and then we'll find a sun-clouds mix for the afternoon hours. But the rain stays away, again, for another day. Temperatures tonight will fall off into the low to mid-60s. Looking at highs tomorrow, generally in the mid-80s. There will be more upper 80s, though, I think, on the map, at least across southwest Missouri and in northwest Arkansas. Expecting a high of about 87 here in Springfield. I think we're going to be knocking on the door of 90 on Thursday, but most locations probably fall a degree short. Looks like about 89 here in Springfield. And then on Friday, I think we hit 90 degrees, not only in Springfield, but across much of southern Missouri and northern Arkansas. Again, it's been a long time. You have to go back to early last week, the last time we hit 90 degrees. So we've had a nice extended break. We've also seen a nice extended break from humid conditions, and that will continue through tomorrow into Thursday. But we'll notice the humidity levels heading higher on Friday, and it looks like we're in for a humid, warm weekend. And we'll start throwing some moisture into that, and that'll lead to a better chance for rain, I think, especially by the back end of the weekend. Can't rule out some isolated afternoon showers on Saturday. I think widely scattered showers and thunderstorms possible Sunday afternoon into Sunday night. The best chance for rain, I think, though, will come probably on Monday as Gulf of Mexico moisture meets up with this system moving into the middle of the country, and that should generate a widespread area of scattered showers and thunderstorms across the area. When all is said and done, are we going to be dealing with flooding rains here locally from that? Probably not. But there could be some localized pockets of heavy rain, but generally speaking, I think rain totals will stay under an inch through early next week. Temperature-wise, not looking too bad. I mean, 90 for a high on Friday, but as clouds and rain increase across the area, we'll find those afternoon highs falling back into the mid-80s by early next week. Steve?
All right, Jamie.